Navigating the world is a whole lot easier with a few different identities to choose from. Need me to come up with some for you?
Health is life. Keep yourself healthy.
Kita coba lagi ya, siapa tahu malam lebih stabil. Atau lebih tepatnya kemungkinan besar aku memang gak kuat stream cakrawala sih. Dan aku bakal cari solusi untuk itu. Ada bulat. Hah? Apa yang bulat? Halo Yuki, halo Raffi, halo Farhan, halo Zan. Halo Keo. Aku cemas banget setiap ngeliat HP ku buffering, sumpah. Pasti aku langsung out teh, takut merah. Nggak tahu sih, tadi juga 3 menit pertama kan aman-aman banget ya. Terus mau masuk ke menit 5 dia mulai kacau. Jadi aku nunggu kayak 5 menitan dulu ya. Sampai aku udah ini. Makasih, halo Lopi, halo RG. Gak main DS lagi nggak Vera? Oh, ini ya Blow Street ya? Belum dapat moodnya lagi. Kemarin sih mood banget ya grinding sampai level 500. Mungkin karena 500 udah kerasa banget stucknya. Jadi kayak, aduh kenapa stuck reach? Ah elah, bodo amat lah, aku udah tamat juga dia. Mandi ya, para belum mandi Lopi. Aku mandi dulu. Oke, jangan lupa di like dulu ya. Halo Tama, kangen lo, maaf ya, what the hell. Halo Jelry, selamat malam. Ih Jelry bangun sebelum jam 7 malam, keren. Lopi mandi Lopi, parah sih. Salam semuanya. Untuk cakrawala akan aku usahakan dengan cara lain. Mungkin aku bakal beli kuota khusus streaming cakra doang. Paling itu doang sih caranya. Soalnya kalau aku tuh bukan tipe orang yang jago record. Itu tuh yang kenapa aku gak mau record. Aku tuh gak jago recording guys. Karena record tuh lebih susah lah menurutku. Vera mandi udah lah. Performance apa semerbek. Halo Pri, halo Pones, halo semuanya. Selamat malam, hai. Selamat pagi Jelry, baru bangun ya Jel? Aku mau namatin Sumeruuu guys. Gila aku pinjam ya. Tuh bisa loh. Aku nggak bisa streaming cakrawala, tapi aku bisa streaming Genshin. Aku tuh nggak ngerti. Aku salah di mana waktu main cakrawala ya. Tapi ya apa settinganku salah? Apa Minecraftnya keberatan atau karena dia Minecraft server jadi pingnya nggak nyanggup atau gimana? Tapi aku kalau stream cakrawala nggak kuat guys. Wifi-nya malas render, ide bagus, bisa juga. Fair, oke good Dev, nggak apa, mandi berendam. Kak minta ikan sama daging kak please. Tapi kan aku ikan, jadi kamu mau minta aku apa gimana? Enggak, maksudnya enggak kan? MC nggak mendukung, bila aku nggak diizinkan gitu loh kayaknya main MC. Kayak aku tuh lagi mood banget nih sebenarnya di cakrawala ya. Moodku tinggi banget nih, kayak aku tiap kali buka laptop gitu kan terus mikir kayak aku ngapain ya gitu. Aku juga mau, tapi kan aku ikan. Jadi kalian mau aku? Nggak, jangan dong. Kayak ngapain ya gitu. Kan gurame sama daging wagyu mahal ya, mahal. Ah bodo amat kau mau ngomong apa juga. Aku tidak peduli. Gimana ini? Siapa yang nggak mau pera? Waduh, nggak, ikannya cebol, enggak ya? Enak aja. Boleh nanti aku bakar. Buset! Siapa ngajarin kamu bakar aku, ha? Siapa ngajarin? Tuh lancar anjir. Emang kayaknya aku harus nyari cara buat streaming cakrawala, bukan nyari cara untuk streaming, guys. Salah kemarin aku. Halo Nightbot. Sejak kapan kamu menyapa semua orang? Ini loh. Ini loh. Ini. Biar nggak rusak. Lumayan 5.000. Maaf nggak jadi jahat. Yang bikin siapa? Ya, yang bikin siapa? Aku gebuk kamu ya. Maaf ya guys, dari kemarin aku lagi nggak semangat banget kalau ngomong. Emang apa ya, kalau misalnya aku tuh anaknya kalau nggak diajak ngobrol gitu kayak nggak ada topik gitu kan. Ya aku males aja gitu buat ngomong. Halo, Ces. Aja kalau misalnya lagi pada nggak ada tuh kayak oh ya aku juga males kan. Jadi rada nggak semangat gitu kalau ngomong. Kayak nggak ada. Nanti ya, tunggu ya. Aku tuh kemarin ketemu di Twitter tuh ada yang buka komis vtuber kayang guys. Sumpah. Sayangnya udah tutup komisnya. Sumpah aku nunggu buka lagi. Aku mau komis kayang. Suka kursi plastik atau kursi kayu? Kursi besi. Enggak bisa. Kursi kantor. Sumpah ada coy. Nanti kalau salto siapa tahu ada kali ya. Ikan emang bisa kayang, bisa cuy. Lentik luar biasa. Aku udah bisa jadi dancer, aku jadi ikan ini. Ngesin kayangnya belum ada tapi tunggu ya. Kok malah manjat bah. Abah Lopi ini suka manjat. Padahal aku sudah merencanakan banyak video yang mau ku record loh. Karena aku kira aku nggak bakal bisa. Tapi tadi tuh aku nyoba streaming private dan streamingnya tuh hijau. Jadi aku kayak udah coba sekali lagi lah hidupnya harus dicoba. Halo Guna. Yuki yang bener-bener aja lah Yuki. Kalau nggak waras tuh bilang. Kalau sakit minum obat. Perlu aku anterin ke RSJ gak Yuki? Ku anterin. Kayaknya kamu butuh deh. Kalau kata saya juga. Milopi aku teringat Abah Turki. Sumpah demi. Apa ini? Apa sih penari tiang itu apa sih? Aku lupa namanya. Ada pokoknya. Yuki udah gila dari sananya. Pantesan ya. Ini RSJ nggak ada yang mau nampung sampean. Halo Kira. Apa sih? Aduh lupa aku. Apa ya penari tiang tuh apa? Strip set. Bukan. Enggak. Gila twerking. Aku bahkan sebenarnya nggak ngerti loh twerking tuh yang gimana. Maaf guys, aku tuh lupa namanya apa, pokoknya itulah. Lupa. Maklum lah. Oke, mari kita start di bagian 3. Gila, akhirnya aku bagian 3 setelah sekian lama cuy. Akun ini tuh akun prematur guys. Bukan karena dinaikin terus, tapi karena nggak pernah diurus. Jadi alasan akun ini tuh prematur tuh ya, gara-gara aku tuh gak ngurus akunnya. Jadi cuma aku daily gitu. Lebih banyak daily, jadi login daily gitu aja nih. Sampai dia tuh nyangkut di 80 doang rata-rata nih. Ini aja udah syukur yo, ini tuh yang terakhir aku dapetin. Nanti Mas Ari mau ku iniin. Goyang sirip nanti ya. Serius kamu? Kamu lihat akunku tuh gak ada yang 90 selain Xiao sangat kurus ya. Goyangan suci langsung nggak skip. Aku nggak mau lihat Yuki. Makasih ya Yuki ya. Akun ini tuh prematur, nggak kuat akun ini tuh bukan nggak kuat ya. Xiaoku sih kuat aja ya. Tapi Xiaonya doang maksudnya tuh yang berhasil, yang sukses hidupnya. Iya apa? Kayaknya aku salah. Oke, ini kayaknya world quest. Mau gacha buat siapa, Ngap? Wawannya nggak balik, Bang. Hai Anyu. Ih, gila lagi nggak sibuk, Anyu. Anyu lagi tidak sibuk, gila sampai bisa mampir. I'm so happy.
Ad Astra Avisask. We meet again, you two.
Nah, kok suara Catherine-nya gitu?
Hi, Catherine. Do you have any commissions for us today?
Commissions, huh? Let me think. Oh, how about this? Please attend the...
What?
Say,
And if possible, please also use...
huh? What kind of commission is that?
Oh, ini Nahida ya?
I see. It appears that you're not interested in this
Tasya
commission.
90 sendiri yang betul. Wawannya lagi sendiri. Aku dapat Tiknari. Wawanku nggak pulang. Saatnya keluar bentar mendapatkan sinar matahari jam 7 malam. Orang gila. Sim Xiao boleh, minimal yang lain 80. Lah itu justru itu. Xiao doang yang 90.
Hey, that's not any better.
I'm sure the Mirth...
Hyman's gotta ask.
Oh, the commissioner? Well, actually, I just...
Was it so obvious? I was hoping you would actually take
Tuh
one of
kan?
those commissions.
Nahida banget.
That kind of
Xiao
chance
doang
that
yang
seems
dibabysit.
doesn't come by.
Bener.
So it's Nahida. So it's been you this Yes. I've been sleeping ever since we parted ways. And I even had a really, really long dream. It was another dream about the Sub-Zeros. In my dream, I was sitting in the middle of a flower terrace. And everyone in Sumeruuu City was holding hands as
Manis
they
banget
danced in
mimpi
circles
dia.
around me.
Kalau yang di
They
adult
danced
stand
round and
siapa?
round, and everyone looked really
Adult
happy.
stand.
I also got to sit on a gigantic flower carriage.
Gimana tuh?
The flowers raised me really, really high above the ground. And I was throwing an endless... You know, Nahida, maybe your dream is how the Sub-Zero's festival really should be. It's meant to be a joyous time where every... Huh? Wasn't I describing a really happy dream?
Kan tadi babysit benernya.
Why are you both looking...
Aidanya 90-in dong. Aduh, gimana ya? Mager.
We just don't want you to feel too... By the way, have you had a chance to visit Dunyarzad? How's she doing? The Homiani's haven't allowed... Yes, I paid her a visit right after I woke up. Her condition is stabilized. However, since Elazar is a manifestation...
Oh, berarti ada obat dong untuk
We
Eleazar.
can only cure... But for the moment, our top focus should still be... Right. Who knows what'll happen if they make... So our first priority should be investigating and putting a stop to the sage's activities.
Dasar parah
Oh,
lagi.
good point. Sorry, adventurers. We're gonna be borrowing Catherine for...
Borrowing Catherine? Are you kidding me? Aku jadi ingat ada ini loh. Ingat gak sih? Aku kan udah nggak pernah ngikutin story ininya. Berpetir kalau graduate 90. Nih kalau lihat masih banyak nih 0/20 malahan. Aku males banget Thunder Manifestation. Thunder Manifestation tuh mager banget. Kalau yang Zhongli tuh aku malesnya karena dia jauh. Kalau Yelan ya at least sudah sekali ya. Kokomi ya sama malesnya, traumatis. Kayaknya nggak ada juga. Ini 80 tuh masih 0/20 semua loh. Tau gak sih sebenarnya aku menyembilan Xiao tuh juga udah dengan keenakan. Karena apa? Karena Xiao tuh sama-sama butuh jet ini nih, jet Primo Geofishap. Dan aku tuh nge-80-in Yanfei itu nyambil 90-in Xiao. Kalian udah bisa bayangin seberapa banyak aku ngebunuh Geofishap. Makanya Yanfei ini gak aku lanjut karena aku udah enek banget nge-Geofishap. Capek gue. Capek banget rasanya nge-Geofishap tuh, capek banget. Halo
Let's continue
Nuk.
our chat here.
Ada. Gak narik mami kah sekarang? Udah. Kafka 84. Padahal kan tinggal one shot. Aduh, mager dah.
Okay, so do you have any... Actually, I've already done a little bit of work.
Kenapa dua dari ininya merasuki dan salah satunya adalah menculik? Lumin, kamu diajarin kriminal sama siapa sih? Ini wajib kudu banget nih pilihannya begini. Kapan dia bisa one shot? Build Raidenmu sampai bisa ngehit 50.000 sekali ulti. One shot kayaknya. Ini pilihannya keterlaluan semua ya kalau saya lihat-lihat ya. Ini mah
I've already tried that. But all the key members of the Academy, it seems that from the very beginning, they've been... Have you already caught the sick? I'm guessing not yet. But this trustingly would make perfect sense if they've ever paid attention to the urban legends about
maaf ya
her.
bang. Itu kemarin 50.000 aja 80 apa ya kalau nggak salah.
In any case,
Pusat disuruh.
no way, that's too... You mean it'd be... No, it's not that. Doing that would be ignoring the safety of my people from... That's a good point. We're in the dark as of now. Since we still don't know anything about their goal, after all...
Ya ampun, idenya aneh semua loh Lumin, mohon maaf.
You have something in mind, right? According to a popular theory from the Bahumana Darshan of the Academia, rejecting impractical motions at the beginning of a planning session will give more weight to the actual Okay, but aren't you the god of wisdom? Well, I've been thinking that if I can't direct, then I should find someone who's already involved. But you're saying we should recruit a spot? Oh, before coming back, we met someone named Al-Haytham. He seems like he acts alone, and he likes doing stuff behind the Academia's back. They probably aren't in cahoots. Actually, I already have someone in mind. Do you still remember that female scholar named Sataria?
Who is? Udah merah cuy. Nggak ada hijau lagi. Bentar ya.
Sataria. Paimon remembers now. Isn't she the one who's always trailing behind the Grand
Oh,
Sage
yang
Lord
mbak
of the
cewek
North?
pendek, rambut panjang itu ya?
We ran into her basically every time the Sub-Zero's festival. Paimon still remembers the smug and mean...
Ah ya bener.
I've always liked observing all kinds of... She was born in the desert and was hailed as their greatest genius. Oh, Paimon didn't know she was from the desert. She must be pretty... The name Sataria means star. When she lived in the desert, she shone like the brightest star in the night sky. Later on, she was chosen by the sun. The star was given a place in the daytime sky to complement the sun's dazzling... She doesn't really support the Academia. She still feels guilty about not doing more for the desert, right? She's indeed. When they are presented with complex moral, she's suppressing a lot of guilt. But before she realized it, she had already become the sage's accomplice. Right. We must somehow that way. Not only can we get useful from my past observations, Zataria will take a day off in the academia every tomorrow afternoon. Just happens to be a shopping
Buset,
day.
dicari itu.
Here, let's go check out some.
Sekarang masih ini kan. Sekarang tuh post dari story kalau nggak salah. Berarti setelah ini, soalnya ini baru bagian 3 nih. Pinku tinggi. Turun dong, lagi. No. Agak merah ya. Pede aja dulu. Hidup kita harus dibawa pede memang.
This should be Zataria's favorite fortune-telling spot. So should we ask the fortune teller about Zataria? No, I already have enough information on Zataria. The most important thing now is for you to pay attention to the vendor's talking style and key characteristics. Talking style and
My poor lost lambs. Have you become troubled over your fates? The divine voice of wisdom often echoes between mine ears. If thou be blessed today
Anak
by the
kecil?
gods, I may...
Huh? Really?
Shh! My friend here... It would seem that Harut and Marut are quite wary of you. Perhaps at some time in the past.
Only mocking the god of Animo, questioning the lord of Geo's financial savvy, and brawling with the god of Electro. Do those count?
Menjelek-jelekan arkan Nemo, ngatain Fenty pemabuk, enggak Ton Devard, pengamen. Mempertanyakan kenapa Lord of Geo itu pelit. Enggak, Zhongli lebih ke nggak punya duit. Emang nggak punya. Berantem sama bukan dirasukin. Emang enggak. Berantem sama Arkan Electro. Literally kamu hampir mati gara-gara Raiden. Kalau kamu mau sadar lo, Min. Kalau nggak gara-gara Kazuha tiba-tiba jadi MC, modar kau. Arkan Dendro ada 2, kembar juga kayak Electro punya.
Oh, nothing. Go on, pick an aspect
Yo,
from the divine.
gelut sama istri kebenaran. Dia hampir mati, coy. Tolong ramal kesehatanku, tolong ramal jodohku. Yang bawah nggak usah, yang udah pasti Xiao yang bawah. Yang atas atau yang bawah? Ini guys, berikan aku saran. Ini aneh-aneh. Memang. Yang bawah ini udah pasti jodohku Xiao. Sebenarnya. Real. Yang kanan. Mana? Dua lagi. Astaga. Arigato, Max. Aku juga mau jadi jodoh Xiao. Jangan dong. Aku aja. Arigato for the donation. BTW, aku mungkin bakal menutup Saweria aku nanti ya guys. Nggak tahu sih, tergantung seberapa rajin aku streaming. Karena Saweria tuh ada kebijakan baru guys. Dan kebijakan barunya itu kalau misalnya dalam 6 bulan nggak ada donasi masuk nih ke Saweria kita gitu. Nah, saldo kita tuh bakal dipotong sebesar 10.000 gitu.
Love prospects? No problem at all. The gods have spoken. The truth shall be revealed.
Xiao.
One who is fated to cross your path will appear on...
Banyak sekali orang yang berjodoh denganmu.
Huh? So many.
Buset lu, Min.
All for you. How could that be?
1 tidak cukup. Mendua itu tidak baik. Mentiga tidak. Aku akan mengharam.
Harut, Harut, did you two spoil my divination? I've never read a fortune so
Pasarnya agak
absurd.
lain. Aku ganti layout kamar. Gomenasai. Pakai nanya. Aku mengharem, bro. Real reverse harem. 1 tidak cukup, guys. 2 masih kurang kayaknya. 3, aduh nanggung 3 ganjil gitu. Saya maunya ngeharem.
Actually, Paimon thinks this is probably the most accurate fortune telling you've ever done.
I admit that the orientation of today's celestial matrix is
Karena kenal aku nggak kenal gimana.
As such, there will be no choice.
Lumin harem sama abang-abangan Mondo, Liwei, dan semua Sumeru. Iya betul. Kucingnya lucu banget loh kucingnya.
Is that so? Well, that can...
If you were to bring some food offerings for Harut and
Lebih banyak lebih baik. Ini mah kebanyakan. Kamu mau makan gak, Cing? Berjodoh dengan banyak orang.
I've never seen Harut and
Begitu waspada. Jangan waspada sama saya. Saya nggak salah. Jangan salahkan saya. Salah satu jodoh saya itu Xiao.
Yep, it belongs to a king. His father helps Ataria a lot when they start talking with him.
Ah, dear customers, would you like to look at some pottery?
Abang-abangan Mondo paling hot sih di Lumi. Abang-abangan Inazuma yang paling soft nggak sih? Kazuha soalnya. Heizo juga soft sih menurutku. Liwei yang paling mantep cuy. Ada Xiao.
We caught wind of your great craftsmanship, so we specifically came to take a look.
Oh, I recognize you. Aren't you Miss Catherine from the Adventurers Guild?
Speaking of, where did you learn this trade?
Abang-abangan Inazuma Ayato, nanti kamu disuruh makan ini. Masakan dia. Pendek gak? Abang-abangan ya, Kazuha tuh kelihatan gayanya abang-abangan banget sebenarnya walaupun
I
pendek.
suppose you could say it all started with my dad. He's a mason by trade, but I picked up an interest in clay while apprenticing for him. After that, I began making pottery by myself in secret.
Itu yang setengah rabun itu keren tau kelihatannya.
Although it's a pity that I'm no longer making much use of the knowledge provided to me by the Akasha.
That's nice. You're making...
So is your father still working as a mason?
Jago bersilat
Oh
lidah.
no, not anymore. A few years back, he fell from a roof and broke his leg. Since he had already saved enough mora over all these years, he's just enjoying the retired life in Porto.
I see. We wish him peace and happiness in his retirement.
Katalis! B5 ya?
I'll have someone in charge of logistics at the guild come by another day for some goods. We'll leave you...
No problem. Rest easy.
Mau nge-palo, oh gitu, parah sih, outstream. Nonjok ya, Ejo. Aku sudah bisa membayangkan sih. B5 sih kayaknya. Gaya dia B5 banget soalnya.
Ataria's always thinking of this restaurant when she's working at the academia. So, Nahida, it's my duty to protect Sumeru's citizens after all.
Lucu banget walaupun kita berasa bawa ini, Catherine.
Hi there. I feel like I've seen you down by the docks before.
Huh? Sorry, I don't quite
If I recall, you were having a...
that's right! After all, I grew up in Liyue Harbor and spent my entire childhood
Parah
staying
banget
on
sih.
ships going in and
Tinggal
out
Mas
the port.
Manager.
I came to Sumeru to study, but failed to make it into the academia due to my lack of But I'm still discussing all kinds of problems with different scholars.
What an admirable spirit for learning.
Sure.
So this restaurant has a basement?
That's right. It's not usually open to patrons.
I see. Yes, that makes sense. Well, good luck with your...
Thank you so much. As long as I can make it into the academia
Ya,
as
mau
an
di
official
radio.
student.
Bagus. Bicara dengan Nahida. Oh, enggak ke dalam. Aku kira kita disuruh ke dalam. Enggak ternyata. Oke, naik lagi.
So, was that everybody? Mm-hmm. What's the point of all the information we've collected? means to avoid. I remember you mentioned that the Eremites in Port, although it's all just a boatload of nonsense, the faith of her home.
Oh, Paimon gets it now. You want to take advantage. Although she knows she should return home to help the people of the desert, all she's done is conspire with the sages.
Well, King Dashret is long gone. And Setaria is also too smart to fall for any. If we simply engaged her under the guise of King Dashret's believers, but if we were to borrow some of her close
So, you mean you're...
Yep. Possess them through the Akasha. Imply they've already converted to the... As long as everything goes smoothly, we'll get through to Setaria for sure.
Ah, so that's how you're going to use all the info collected on these
sebaru.
people. It's so that you won't slip up and break form. Possessing them will only work if you can manage to pass off as them.
Exactly.
Huh? Best of luck.
That's no problem at all. I'll just share all their senses with you once I've possessed them.
Huh. That is pretty
Although I've been observing humans for a while, I've never been...
Dia kan nggak ngerti emosi ya, Nahida.
It's always been painfully obvious.
If it was at all possible, I would have preferred...
Yeah, don't beat yourself up over it. We're only doing...
Alright.
Ya kan? Karena Nahida nggak pernah belajar soal emosi juga sih, jadi wajar aja dia nggak ngerti. Sedih banget sebenarnya. Salah. Punya Miko nggak kak? Nggak. Punya Raiden tapi. Nggak ada kalau Miko. Dikit B5 aku tuh. Nggak banyak-banyak banget. Aku bukan sesepuh, aku pemula yang prematur.
Oh, here she comes. Sataria's here.
Let's quietly follow her. Once she starts talking to her acquaintances, as for how we'll sway her to our side, I'll leave that to you.
Nah, ini pasti kita main ini lagi.
Looks like they've already started talking. Let's find a hiding spot and get...
That's right. You really can't force anything when it comes to love. And besides, everyone around me has a very different background and outlook. Are you still listening to me, Nabia?
Oh, of course I'm listening.
Okay then. Strange. Your cats seem pretty worked up. Is something wrong? I always thought they were quiet, happy kitties. Oh, what are their names again? Ah, that's right. They are just little darlings, aren't they? Heart and Mart.
Raiden ada.
So, which fortune do
I'd like to get another reading on my love prospects, but to be perfectly honest with you, I feel like I've been a real mess recently.
A mess?
Well, could you do a reading on how long it'll take me to finish my current project at work? I really just want to get it over with.
I hear you. No problem at all. The gods will reveal the truth.
Kamu nggak bisa ngeramal, bro.
The gods are asking, Setaria, why haven't you gone home?
Why haven't I gone home? Do the gods really know everything I've been thinking of?
Setaria, why don't you just go home? It's a demand now instead of a question.
I'm sorry. I know I failed the gods. Please pass on my most sincere apologies and ask for their divine
Maaf ya, aku
forgiveness.
rada fokus bacanya. Karena aku rada bingung.
And if I may ask, Nabia, is there a specific god who's speaking to you right now?
What an inconsiderate and naive question. The god who is speaking to me is, of course, the wisest and mightiest of all, King Deshret.
King Deshret? No wonder he would make such demand of me. Wait a second. King Deshret passed away even though news of King Deshret's resurrection has been spreading like wildfire. It's all just a misinformation campaign from the academia. How can King Deshret still—
What insolence! I am King Deshret's most loyal believer. Do you wish to refute his voice?
Oh, no. As a child of the desert, I am only reveling in his power upon learning that his divine glory has touched even this. I will think very carefully about his demand of me. I'm sorry. I must go now.
Wait!
Oh, kirain kita harus nebak. Ternyata enggak ya?
Whoa! She just ran off it. Well done. Sataria didn't seem to suspect anything amiss. To have something she's been trying desperately to avoid show up out of nowhere and berate her, that must have shaken her to the core. Aw, Nahida. All I know are some abstract Harava-taught theories. In any case, anyway, enough of—
Setaria kayaknya nggak percaya banget.
Right on cue. Let's get ready to possess him right away.
It's okay. I just got caught up in something. Oh, actually, didn't you ask me to help you look for work? What kind of work were you looking for again? Oh, right. Your old man's craft. Speaking of, how's he doing? Is he feeling any better?
Kakinya kan patah. Yang atas ya? Tolong dong, aku tiba-tiba bingung yang ini. Tolong guys. Ada yang masih ingat gak ya? Yang itu, yang mana tuh yang itu?
That's good to hear. I've been thinking a lot about him. If I could get some more time off, I'd love— Actually, while we're talking about—
Yeah, he's been retired there for a while.
If you could find the time, please write him a letter. Let him know that recently, faith in King Deshret has taken root in Port Ormos. Now, he has a quick temper, and has always been a devout follower of the Dendro Archon. I don't want him to—
Oh? So, who are you siding with in all of this?
Itu.
The
Oke, terima
Academia
kasih jawaban.
or King Deshret? I'm so jealous of you. You were born a child of the desert, yet you chose to betray King Deshret, and—
Akeem, you don't mean— You've also become a believer of King
What's so
She
strange about becoming a
Sepira.
believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't you
Sepira?
the strange one?
Setaria, Sepira.
Me?
Whoa! Paimon had no idea you'd be so good at this. You really zeroed in on the issue and put it, but once everything is over, I'll be sure to pay her a visit to her mind and explain everything.
Gimana? Tapi kayaknya dia suka ini. Dia suka Hakim. Nebak-nebak aja sih.
So, Shishan, have you noticed anything weird and like as if someone was trying to preach to you about something?
Oh, right. Speaking of, I celebrated the Sub-Zero's festival so many
Wait, how could you be aware of?
Even now, Satari is still trying to run from her problems.
Parah banget, neken. Oke, back to green. Halo? Emang gak stabil sih, aku mau streaming juga. Tapi ini lebih baik daripada gak streaming sama sekali, jadi tetap aku streamingin.
She can no longer justify it. Hey, she's trying to talk to the guard. This is the most important part.
Mercenary, you're a member of the Core of 30, correct? Please, try to remain calm. Heretics are infiltrating the city, and they've already converted many residents to their heretics. What kind of King Deshret? Many people I know have suddenly started believing in him.
Miss Sataria, nothing. King Deshret is immortal, and all who defy him will one day pay the price. You must face the truth, Sataria. You tread a treacherous path, and the longer you ignore it, child of King Deshret, never forget that the desert that belongs to you lies elsewhere.
What's so strange about becoming a believer of the wise King Deshret? In fact, aren't
Ya
you
ampun,
the
mental anak orang
stranger? The one
dikenain.
who still can't pick a side?
What an absurd question. You make it sound like I should be ashamed for becoming a believer of King
Anak
Deshret.
orang weh.
Sataria, why haven't you gone home?
It seems that no matter where I run, I've also been running from my guilt this whole time. Guilt over my part in a sage, but no matter how much I may try to ignore or get rid of it, my guilt always comes back.
You won't necessarily lose your research opportunities by facing the truth. Besides,
How do you know me so well? Are you truly just...
that's not important. The important thing is to pass judgment on the academia and its sages, and to correct their mistakes.
Correct their mistake. Digebuk aja sagenya, nggak usah dipikirin.
If you could provide some assistance in this matter, perhaps it could serve as a form of atonement.
I've actually never believed in the gods, but I've always believed in serendipity. Your appearance must be a fated opportunity for me to get out of this wretched situation.
Loh, kok nggak bisa ngirim chat? Aneh. Aman kan?
Please tell me, what can I do for you?
How much do you know about the sage's current activities?
I was just one of the designers for the masked dream harvest scheme, which is what happened around the Sub-Zero's festival. But I know very little about the full scope of the overall project. I'd assume that only staff with the highest clearance would have access to those. I've just been working to meet the Grand Sage's specified requirements. However, there's something that's been really bothering me. I heard that a scholar who was previously expelled has
Ini
returned to the
Al-Haytham
city.
ya?
And even the sages are still quite wary of him.
To fight against the academia, we will need to figure out the nature and the
It should be possible if we're willing to take some risks. After all, I'm an assistant to the Grand Sage, and I've been working on many tasks. One thing, though, I won't be able to transfer the documents to you through the Akasha once I get my... let me see...
the academia entrance.
Don't worry about that. I'm only suggesting this location because it'll draw more scrutiny for me to leave the academia again. It'll be safest.
All right, I trust you.
So,
that'll depend.
the Dendro Archon. That's right. Her people are the ones we have endangered. As the god of wisdom, she's also the one responsible for judging and guiding the scholars. Maybe it's time for me to find a god to believe in.
Find a god to believe.
Just as Nahida predicted, we've managed to bring Satar. The Traveler's execution was ingenious. She's the one who deserves all the praise.
Nanti kan mas bisa dengar aku ya walaupun internetnya radang lag begini.
Well, now that we've made plans to meet again tomorrow evening. Hey, but if we're going to pray to the gods, aren't we just praying? No. The truth is the true guardian of scholars. I've always believed that.
Makan, paus, udah. Berarti ini maksudnya kita berdoa kepada Nahida. Apa gimana? Gas aja nih, oh ya udah berarti aman. Kadang-kadang dia dropping gitu loh, tapi dropnya nggak parah, nggak sampai DC. Lihat tuh pink tuh. Emang sering ngedrop, nanti balik lagi. Emang nggak stabil aja dia tuh.
Catherine, we're here! Oh, that's right. I suppose I'm the other Catherine. Shh! We're on a secret mission tonight. Yep, Paimon's right. We cannot fully rule out the chance that the meetup tonight is just a trap.
It's just a trap.
If something were to happen, my existence may be the after all. The academia should... Yep, exactly. Just what Paimon was thinking.
Aku ragu.
Anyway, enough about that. Off? What do you feel is off? It's the middle of the night. No, I think she's right. If you look around, there seems to be fewer people on the streets. Huh. Maybe it's just a coincidence. Maybe Sataria... I also can't quite figure out why things feel well.
Feeling ko nggak enak. Dottore ya? Dottore ini mah.
Huh. There really aren't many people out right now. Let's hope it'll be this quiet in front of the academia, and that Sataria managed to distract all the guards.
Dottore ya, Dottore ini. Ya kan? Ngaku kamu Dottor ini kan. Aduh, aku gak suka banget nih kalau udah cutscene nih. Feeling gue gak enak nih.
What are all these people doing here at this hour of the night?
The triumphant hero returns at last.
Nah, kan bener Dottor.
And to a rather spectacular welcome, even if I do say so myself.
You're the outcast, expelled from the academia.
Indeed I am. Although these days they tend to call me the Doctor.
Hah? Dottor itu pernah ada di akademia?
If you're looking for your researcher friend, she has already been taken into confinement. With some basic caution, she could have discovered the listening device on her person. Clearly, she lacks the degree of rigor expected of a true scholar.
The people of Sumeruuu City. What have you done to them?
I simply made some minor adjustments to their Akasha terminals. Now they can deposit information directly into the subconscious. As you can see, all these lovely people now believe this traveler is a hero who has just saved the world. My experiment is a success. And now it seems they can no longer hold back their sheer adoration.
No, what should we do? These are all just regular people. Leave now. You need to get out of here. But that guy's a Fatui Harbinger. We can't just leave you here. Nor can I abandon the people of Sumeruuu.
Akashanya dibenerin ya?
Don't worry. We'll meet again outside of the city.
I see. You appear to have overridden their mental faculties with your own consciousness. To possess such a powerful mind, you must be the god of wisdom.
Buset, serem banget ini tutornya coy. Takut aku kalau jadi Nahida. Hari-hari baru berasa. Tapi bahkan aku nggak merasakan bagian 1 dan 2. Itu bagian 1 sama 2 kayak intronya doang nih baru sekarang.
This should be. Is Nahida going to be okay? We only made it out because of her. Paimon wasn't counting on running into a new harbinger here. He called himself the Doctor, and that even the sages are wary of him. Yep, sounds like she must. Yeah. Now that the Doctor's in the picture, but what are the Fatui after this? Yeah, Nahida said we'll meet again outside of the city. But you mean? Oh, right. Wasn't he even though he turned it down at the top, there's no time to lose.
Halo, Tora lebih ngeselin di Banga. Di Banga, nggak tahu deh. Pokoknya aku takut banget. Real. Betul aku mau selesai ngomongin Saveria tadi ya. Jadi menurut kalian gimana? Apa aku matiin aja ya Saverianya? Cuma itu tuh kalau nggak ada transaksi dalam 6 bulan sih katanya. Jadi selama aku masih dapat donation dalam kurun waktu 6 bulan atau at least sebulan sekali gitu kan. Kayaknya nggak masalah sih kayaknya. Aku masih nggak ngerti juga sama kebijakan baru Saveria. Apa aku fokusin di traktir aja ya guys? Nggak tahu deh, bingung. Katanya kalau tiba-tiba buffering berarti internetku drop ya, jangan kaget. Ini ping Genshin-ku aja udah seperti ini, apalagi ini.
Hold it right there.
Nggak ada pengasihan. Kan ada potongan coy, masih minta duit lagi dia.
Blonde-haired traveler and a floating ferry. We've got you all right. Take a look around.
Are you mercenaries?
Corps of 30? We are an elite brigade that commands the highest commission rate in all.
The outcast? But why wouldn't the Doctor just send the Fatui after us?
Still wasting time.
You're up, traveler.
Gather. Take that.
Quietly.
Dokternya nggak mau ngotorin tangan Fatui, jadi dia ngotorin tangannya ini. Apa orang-orang gurun? I don't know what I can say. Pokoknya gitu lah.
Useless.
Padahal Saveria udah ngambil biaya admin loh, dan transaksi narik di Saveria tuh dibayar juga. Tapi kurang mungkin jadi cuannya ya. Ya nggak apa-apa sih. Cuma aku sayang aja sama uang kalau sampai memang kayak gitu. Lumayan cuy, ditariknya 10.000 sebulan. Kalau Kalau misalnya aku cuma di donate 10.000 dalam kurun waktu 1 bulan itu berarti cuma buat bayar biaya admin.
Gotcha.
Atau nih ya, mungkin tuh gara-gara apa namanya, ini tuh banyak kosongan gitu. Banyak yang suka punya akun Saweria, tapi kayak ada isinya cuma nggak kepake lagi gitu kan. Kosongan aja, banyakan kosongnya. Selamat malam Adi. Enggak, ini bukan pindah juga ya. Saweria aku memang ada tapi. BTW aku upload short guys. Kipas ikan kembali. Nanti jangan lupa nonton short aku ya. Aku memang lebih suka pakai traktir sih. Apalagi traktir udah bisa media share, aku jauh lebih suka traktir.
Going up against smart people.
Ayo cari Mas Ari. Calling?
Oh, it's the traveler in Pine. It's the To be honest, as a result, Master Tainari is taking me off the. Oh, Kale. Speaking of Tainari, did he go off on patrol? Oh, Master Tainari? He left? I thought it was weird too. Master Tainari always prioritizes his work as a forest watcher, but no. I only found out that he left through a message he left. To leave in such a hard. Master Tainari originally studied in the Immorta Darshan of the Academia. I know that before he became a forest watcher. A research base, huh? Oh, we don't have a lot of time, so let's go look for him at Party's DI.
Party's DI?
Don't worry. I'm fine. I'm used to. Got it. Will do. See you later, Kal.
Kalau untuk orang yang kena laser sangat bersih. Astaga, dia nelfon. Bentar ya.
Those memories are so dark.
I had already made up my mind, to be honest with you.
Halo.
Those memories.
Halo.
So dark.
Duh, warnanya sangat tidak cerah. Oke. Halo. I'm back. Aku lupa banget sumpah hari Minggu tuh. Minggu malam tuh harinya mamaku nelpon aku. Jadi biasanya mamaku tuh nelpon seminggu sekali dan itu tuh hari Minggu. Hari Minggu malam. Dan aku lupa hari ini Minggu malam.
Thank goodness you're okay. We were so worried about you. Hey, this was supposed to be a touch.
Actually, it's very smart of the traveler to be wary of me right now. Plus, it's not like you could have known what happened after we split up. Even a pool of stagnant water after a...
Paimon feels like
Minggu
only
malam
the real Nahida could come up with such an obscure analogy.
Huh? But I wasn't...
Well, we understand that point now. Please, Nahida, tell us.
When you left, I was still in the middle of restoring everyone's minds. Thankfully, instead, he did something closer to creating hallucinations. Luckily, I managed to finish my restorations and mind jump away from him just as he...
What a relief.
I gave away my true identity when I restored everyone's minds. Also, the doctor is already an ex...
Would that mean you'd no longer be able to jump between minds? Then, how do we stop him? He's still at the academia. Feels like he's toying with us.
Harusnya kan malam minggu mah kemarin.
Plus, the doctor's combat ability.
We shouldn't give up hope just yet.
Actually, Nahida, how did you...
Yes, I have. I can see the traveler's element. You didn't come here for sightseeing.
We're looking for a scholar we know. His name is Tainari, and the sages once tried to reach...
Okay, let's
Baisu? Bukan. Warna rambutnya hijau. Iya, Senin. Masih kehitung minggu ya sih. Hai, Pesha.
What a pleasant...
Who's this?
She's a scholar we met in the Avidia Forest. When we last saw each other, she was still training in the...
Oh, I see.
That's right, we're old friends.
Hypatia, you're way too excited about this. Wait, no. Did you already...
My consciousness has all...
You did it? Congratulations!
Cakep
So
Halo,
exciting to
Calvin.
share this sublime joy with others at long last.
Hai, Pesha ini lumayan tapi.
When my consciousness made contact with the gods.
That sounds incredible!
Oh, all right.
Kita dibawa ke Ermin soalnya.
The second was a human. My family. My friend. Here, he saw me as an abomination. The third was one exactly like me. A hope for the future. A fledgling barely out of the nest.